Your cat is home alone right now. And somewhere in that house, not outside, not in some unlikely scenario, something is waiting. You walked past it this morning. You touched it. You didn't think twice. It is there right now. And your cat is alone with it. By the end of this, you will know exactly what it is. But stay for something else. A habit so ordinary, so automatic, that almost no owner ever questions it. Something you do in the final seconds before you leave. Something that has been damaging your cat every single time. We will get there. But first, the dangers already inside your home. Number one, the washing machine. You get home, tired. You load the laundry, close the door, press start. You don't check inside. You never do. Cats are drawn to dark, enclosed, warm spaces the way they are drawn to anything that feels like shelter. A front-loading machine with the door left open isn't a hazard to them. It is a perfect hiding place. They crawl in, they settle, they sleep in what feels like the safest spot in the house. And then you come home and press start without looking. That is all it takes. One note on the lid, one habit. That is the difference. Number two, the bathtub. Most people dismiss this one immediately. My cat hates water. That's not the point. This has nothing to do with preference. It has everything to do with curiosity and a smooth porcelain edge, and one moment of lost balance. They lean over, they slip. The surface gives them nothing to grip. They cannot climb out. You are not home. No one is coming. Drain it before you leave. Every time. Not most of the time. Number three, the window, the balcony, the bird. You have watched your cat sit on that windowsill dozens of times. Calm, still. You know them. You think you do. The cat watching the window and the cat that jumps are not the same animal. One is observing. The other is pure instinct with the decision already made, before the thought can form, before the body can hesitate. A bird appears. Something flickers at the edge of vision. They are already gone. A mesh screen is a few dollars. What happens without it cannot be undone. Number four, the ones that kill without warning. This is the one that puts the most cats on an operating table. Not the window, not the machine. This. Rubber bands, hair ties, string sitting on the counter where it has been sitting for weeks. When something stringy enters a cat's mouth, the backward-facing barbs on their tongue make it almost impossible to spit out. Swallowing is the only direction available. Once inside, it doesn't travel cleanly, it anchors. And as the intestines continue moving the way they always do, the string pulls against the wall, gathering it, folding it, cutting through it from the inside. By the time symptoms appear, the damage is already extensive. This is not a fast death. It is a slow one. And it is silent. Look around right now. A hair tie on the nightstand. A rubber band on the counter. A drawstring from a bag left on the floor. Your cat has already seen it. Electrical cords carry a separate threat. Shock, internal burns, or a fire that starts while you're gone and your cat cannot escape. Secure them. Now. And before you move on, there is one more danger hiding in your home. One most people would never suspect. Because it doesn't look like danger at all. Number five, the plants you never questioned. Lilies are common. They are in homes, in grocery store bouquets, on dining tables. They can kill your cat before the day is over. Pollen lands on fur. Your cat grooms. They ingest it without knowing. Within hours, their kidneys begin to fail. Not slowly, rapidly. This is not a condition that develops over time. It is a crisis that accelerates. Check every plant in your home against a verified toxic species list. If it's on the list, it does not move to a higher shelf. It leaves your home entirely. The dangers so far have been physical, visible, most of them fixable in a single afternoon. What comes next is different. This is the category that builds invisibly, across weeks, across months, while everything on the surface looks completely fine. Number 6, overfeeding. The bowl is full. Your cat seems content. Nothing looks wrong. But cats do not self-regulate. They eat past capacity, vomit, go hungry hours later, eat again. The cycle repeats. Each time, it stresses the liver in ways that don't surface immediately. Fatty liver disease doesn't arrive with a warning. It arrives when it's already serious. Portion control is not deprivation. It is the reason some cats are still alive at 15. Number 7, one water bowl. It tips. It sits dirty. It runs empty while you're gone and your cat walks past it, senses something wrong and moves on. You don't notice. Why would you? But chronic low water intake is one of the leading causes of kidney failure in cats. It develops quietly across months of ordinary days, and by the time it shows up on a blood panel, the damage is already done. 3 bowls, different rooms. That is the entire solution. Number 8, the litter box. When a cat stops using the box, owners call it behavioral, spiteful, a personality problem. It is none of those things. A cat who avoids the box has crossed a threshold they cannot come back from. Not because they are making a choice, but because the environment has become something their instincts will not allow them to use. The behavior looks like defiance. It is a distress signal. And most owners punish it. Maintain the box. The behavior stops because the cause stops. This next section is where most owners go quiet. Because this isn't about what's on the floor or in the cabinet. This is about what you are doing, personally, repeatedly, without realizing it, to the animal that depends entirely on you. Number 9, the curtains. You close them when you leave. It feels like the right thing, calm, quiet, private. You are removing the only thing keeping your cat's mind occupied. A window is not scenery to a cat. It is their entire world while you're gone. Light shifting, birds landing, movement at the edge of the glass. Without it, there is nothing. Just a still, dark room, and no way to mark the passage of time. Boredom becomes anxiety. Anxiety becomes behavior you won't understand when you get home. And you will blame the cat. Leave the curtains open. It costs you nothing. Number 10, closed doors. A cat's security is territorial. It is built on movement, on patrol, on the ability to check every corner of their known space and confirm that nothing has changed. A closed door doesn't just block a room, it removes a piece of the world they have built their sense of safety around. Stress fills that gap. Leave interior doors open unless there is a specific reason not to. Number 11, temperature. You assume it will be fine. Your cat cannot open a window. They cannot move to a different room if one doesn't exist. They cannot turn down the heat or crack a door. They stay in exactly the temperature you left them in. Too hot, heat stroke, too cold, hypothermia. Both are emergencies. Both are preventable. Neither announces itself in time. 30 seconds before you leave. Set it. Number 12, this is what I mentioned at the beginning. The goodbye. You hold your cat. You speak softly. Your voice carries something. Guilt, maybe, or sadness. You linger. You think it is affection. Your cat does not hear your words. They read your state, the tension in your body, the shift in your energy, the emotional weight you are radiating as you hold them and prepare to leave. When your goodbye feels like grief, that is what they absorb. You leave. They are alone with the anxiety you just transferred to them. You return hours later and wonder why they seem unsettled, why they don't greet you the way they used to. You were the reason. You did it this morning. You will do it again tomorrow unless you understand what is actually happening. Leave calmly, leave plainly. a departure that feels like nothing. Because to your cat, nothing means safe. This one change may matter more than everything else in this video combined. Number 13, too long. Alone. The independence of cats is real. It is also one of the most convenient myths pet owners tell themselves. After enough days without contact, something in them shifts. Not dramatically, not visibly. Appetite drops slightly. Movement decreases. The cat who used to wait at the door begins to stay in the same spot. Depression in cats does not look like sadness. It looks like a cat that has simply stopped expecting anything. And by the time you notice it, it has already been happening for weeks. If you are gone for more than a day, have someone check in. Not for food, because your presence is not a comfort. It is a biological anchor. Remove it long enough, and what changes does not simply reverse when you return. Your cat cannot point to the rubber band on the floor. They cannot tell you the closed room is making them anxious. They cannot ask you to change how you say goodbye. They have no way to flag what is happening inside them. They simply live inside whatever you create. Every habit, every oversight. Every room left dark, every door left closed. Every goodbye weighted with emotion you didn't know you were projecting. They take all of it, and they have no way to ask you to stop. You know that now. Most people watching this will let that settle for a moment, and then go back to doing the same things tomorrow. But some won't. Here's what those people will find in the next video. Not tips, not general advice. Something most owners spend years with their cat and never discover, because it is not visible. It is not loud. It does not look like anything at all from the outside. It is the layer of communication your cat has been running constantly, in every room, in every interaction, since the day they arrived. A language made of position and silence, and timing and proximity. One that has been directed at you, specifically, this entire time. You have been receiving the message. You just haven't known how to read it. That changes next.